Hey YouTube, so I just wanted to make this quick little video helping or trying to help anyone that is struggling with anxiety.
Now, anxiety completely sucks. It's like a silent track stopper.
It literally will hold you from enjoying your life. So this is going to be 7 ways to help manage and combat anxiety. If you're feeling anxious and you want a couple of easy non-medical tips, keep on watching. And hopefully these can help you as well. To throw out there, I am not a doctor or a psychologist or anything like that. So if you are struggling, mentally and you have really high anxiety, by all means, go talk to a therapist if you need to. I am all for mental health doctors or anyone in that field that can definitely. These are just tips that I found that could help me. Also, I am not against taking, medication that you may need in order to help you to cope or to get better. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start off this video with tip number 1. One tip that you can try is herbal remedies have been around for a very long time, and there are specific types of herbs that actually help combat anxiety, feelings of anxiousness, and fear. So the top 3, well, the 3 that I'm currently using and experimenting with right now are passion flower, lemon balm, and oat straw. So those 3 different herbs have not only healing properties, but they also help with the feeling of stress and fear and anxiety and some depression. So you can make a herbal tea. You can make your own. You can buy, there are different types of tea already made that already has those different herbs in them, or you can order your own that have those particular, that are those particular herbs. So you can put them in your tea, make a herbal bath to calm yourself down. You can actually use them and make your own lotions or buy different lotions or creams and things like that to help you. So number 2. So as I mentioned in number 1, the first tip, I had mentioned a bath or a herbal bath. Well, you don't have to do a herbal bath. You can actually just experiment with just taking a warm bath. You actually, that's not really experimenting, but you can just take a warm bath. You don't even have to put any bubbles or any type of special things in it, or shower. So bath or shower. I know for me, taking a warm or hot bath or shower, sometimes if I'm feeling a little anxious or stressed, it kind of helps. Or even sometimes cold showers help, people when they're feeling fearful or anxious. But just take a shower or a bath, and I'll just let the water just hit my face. And I'll just, pray, or if you meditate or whatever it is that you do to calm yourself down. That brings me to number 3. So, feeling a little bit anxious, maybe you just had like a really stressful meeting, or you have a meeting coming up. So in those moments when I do feel anxious or I am feeling fearful, what I try to do is practice breathing. So for tip number 3, breathe. I know it sounds cliche, but it does help. It does, because what breathing does for me and what the effects that it can have is to kind of put you in the present. It can help to slow you down, and it's scientifically proven that it can help to calm, down your nervous system. And you're having a moment of anxiety, you're just like, I'm just about to just lose it. Oh my God, I'm freaking out. As hard as it may be, try to get your mind to just say, you know what, breathe. Not even sometimes, it's good actually to practice this throughout the day. So that way when you maybe in a situation where stress may try to arise, or you may, start to feel stressful, or something may come up, you've already practiced your breathing and you've already prepared for that particular moment. So what helps for me, I haven't done it lately because I kind of lost my Apple Watch, but if you have a smartwatch, I know Apple Watches come with it's an app where you can actually monitor your heart rate and stuff like that. And they actually have an app where it's like not a mindfulness app. I forgot the name of the app. It literally throughout the day, like if your heartbeat is kind of fast or just throughout the day, it'll remind you to take a breather. So for about, I believe it's like a minute, 30 seconds to a minute, it takes your heartbeat and it just tells you to breathe for like 60 seconds. Breathe for 60 seconds, and then it'll let you know what your heart rate is and tells you to calm down and all that. So that's actually a really good investment. If you're trying to regulate your breathing and help, with anxiety. Number 4, prayer and or meditation. So I know for me, if I'm feeling anxious or a little stressed out or fearful about something, I like to pray. There's some times where I'll forget to pray, and then that's the moment, and then later I'll realize like I should have just prayed, like I should have prayed, or I should have just meditated on, certain scriptures or things like that that will help my mind to calm down and be in the present. So I would recommend, if you, whatever you believe in, for me, scriptures. Find some scriptures that is related to whatever it is that you're dealing with in terms of the anxiety, and meditate on them daily. Try to meditate daily. Try to meditate on them so they get inside of you. So if you're feeling there's a moment where you're feeling like scared, stressed, or just like freaking out, you'll have those scriptures or those mantras or whatever it is that you have, or those affirmations inside of you that you can meditate on, and that it'll easily come up and you can think on it and it will calm down the anxiety. So I would say meditation, prayer, affirmations, scriptures, all of those together, I would say use that as a tool to help manage as well as your anxiety. Number 5, talk to someone. Maybe you have a parent or a best friend or a coworker that you can trust, that you can talk to in that moment where you do feel like, I can't do this. Like, I cannot do this. And just, sometimes talking to someone, as cliche as it sounds, it helps you get out of your head, because literally that is where anxiety, basically, that's what it is. It's in here, it's in your mind, because you can't see it. There's something you feel, right? So that all goes on inside of our head. And when we talk to people, when we're in that moment, it helps us sometimes to, again, you want to be present. You want to be present in this moment. Be present in this moment, because anxiety, it comes from either something we're worrying about in the past or something we're worried about that has not happened in the future. So you want to be present right now. So when you talk to somebody, you're doing that right now. And sometimes, people that we talk to, whether we're venting or we're just looking for advice, they can give us advice, to help us see what we're not seeing or what we're overseeing. So talking to someone, a friend, a trusted family member or coworker or anybody, is definitely a way to help when you're having an anxious moment. I have the phone in my hand, so I can't do the 6, but number 6. Number 6 is work out. And that's another cliche. Working out can help with anxiety. And including in working out, I will include stretching. So I don't do yoga, but there are lots of people that practice that. That is not my thing. But you can practice stretching. You don't have to do yoga if you don't want to, but stretching is a good way to help combat and manage anxiety. For me, what I've been trying to do, especially since this quarantine and everything going on with, the pandemic in the world and all that stuff, it's really good to wake up in the morning and to just sit down, be present, and stretch. Just stretch your body out, if that's all you can do. If you can't sit down on the floor, if you can't get out of bed, just sit in your bed and just stretch your arms, stretch your legs out on your bed. You know what I mean? Like, stretching is a good way to just move your body, get your adrenaline running just a little bit, but the right type of adrenaline, not the adrenaline you want to where it makes you anxious. And also manage it, because, sometimes, at least with me, with anxiety, you have all of that just like sitting inside of you, all that stress, all that fear. It's just sitting all up inside of here, just bothering you. So working out and fitness is a good way, to kind of release all of that. So it's not just sitting inside of here. So that is something that I have to practice what I preach more often.
But even if it is 5 to 10 minutes, just do something. Get a light weight and just.
So, number 7 to help with anxiety would probably be do something creative, do a hobby. If you cook, or if you write, or if you like to knit, or anything, if you like to garden, do something that will take you out of that moment, or to where it's like, you have it there to where it can be your safe space for when you do feel anxious. And it's like, okay, well, I feel a little bit anxious right now, let me take this energy and exert it somewhere and put it into something. So pick up a hobby, or if you already have a hobby, try to take that energy, because that's all it is. It creates this negative, or it feels like this negative energy inside of you, and put it into something else. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helps you. I hope in any type of way you can find some type of help in any of these tips, even though they're small, but they are big, and using them to help manage stress, anxiety, and fear.